today. And then we're gonna go into our session.
I'm excited every day to be doing this live podcast and learning about social media. It's fabulous and fun.
Yes, for sure. And today we have a special topic, right? That we're gonna talk about, and I would love to pick your brain, right? I would love to see where you're at with understanding of the things that I'm gonna share with everyone, right? Because, so just to give a quick introduction to everyone, this is our first daily live show today, right? And me and Julie are gonna be co-hosting this experience. It's every day, 12 p.m. Eastern, and Julie is gonna again tell a few things about herself after I introduce myself as well, and I'm gonna explain you, right, what was her journey to becoming an online coach as well, right? So first of all, I am an online course launch coach. I work with starting online coaches and entrepreneurs who want to get first higher paying clients online and who want to speak with groups and enroll groups into their group coaching programs. My name is Primoz Lazar, and I'm going to be your host of our daily live show of our Premium Life Mastermind. Yes, and Julie decided to partner up with me on this, so I have someone to talk to and bounce ideas with. Tell us, Julie, all who is that you are and what inspires you the most in regards to working with people and helping them as a coach.
I absolutely love helping people access certain aspects of their personality that have been holding them back or causing them challenges, and activate the part of themselves that is genius.
Yes, that highest potential, right, of
yes.
person, right? So you help them, and we discussed that last time. You help, you see through people, you see through their challenges, you see through their frustrations, obstacles, stress. You see their best self,
best parts of them. But also I help them find the parts of themselves that they think they don't like or that can't do whatever it is that they really want to do. And once they make friends with those parts, they find joy and success and happiness and even love.
Yes, you see.
Oh, and the best part is I am activating the part of myself that didn't know how to do social media and wanted to quit. And now I'm making friends with that part so I can do social media. And that's how I found Primoz.
Exactly. And you see, that's the thing that I wanted to tell everyone about, right? That you have been very successful as a coach working with people person to person, right? Let's say the traditional, or I would not say older method way, right?
In the old days, we used to use a cell phone there was a paper phone book where you could find people's names.
Yes. And then
before you were born.
Of course.
We had that.
I'm already 30, so 30 years ago. Yeah.
I know, it's a long time ago.
And then nowadays, right? It's possible to leverage it to build your coaching practice, to grow it, and even better, right? You can just do it online, right? Even without interaction with local people, right? So that's when I came across or whatsoever, and we decided that we already have 3 ways of collaborations here, right? I mean, our daily support group, one-on-one, we work a lot together. Now the daily live show, and the Premium Life referral experience that we are launching, right? So you see, we have like 4 or 5 interactions here.
It's very exciting and motivating, especially working in a group. I love it.
Yeah, and more about the daily group. We're going to talk about it probably at the end or so of this live class, right? anyway, so many things, right, that people will need to get used to as well, and even myself, right? Today I'm not checking any comments. If anyone is asking questions or so, you can ask them down in comments on Facebook or YouTube. When I get used to this experience, I'm going to be replying to questions live. Everyone can even come to Zoom, ask questions live, but this experience is still evolving, right? But yeah, so what did we discuss? That you made this transition, right? That potentially you would want to leverage the online world, right? And so we started working together in the past few weeks, and we are still building now your online presence, right? And
Yes.
so what was your biggest challenge with adapting and learning these new methods and new language that even I use, that I'm kind of sharing with you? And so what's that biggest challenge? That how do you understand these new things of social media marketing for the coaching world, right?
Well, I was very much beginner. What is Facebook? What is a page? What is content? What is a DM? I didn't know what a DM was. So basic beginner. I can be an expert in my field, but not in social media.
Yeah. Which is awesome, because if you are, like, let's say a beginner, right, and there are many people who are, let's say, more advanced, right? For example, members of our group like Alicia, and even, you know, I'm saying, and what exists a little better, for example, right?
Right, but there was still a piece missing. It was collaboration.
Also
with
that,
other coaches, with other coaches, because home alone in our own houses, the energy is different, and the motivation is different. I'm still very disciplined, but when I met with other people, then we can combine our questions and energy. And
the point is, like, you are learning faster, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So we're gonna go to that group experience later on, right? So the point that I was making was that there are some of them understand more than you, right? But for me, it's awesome that you are in the most early stage of becoming an online coach, in a way, because there is so many others here that are gonna listen to these live classes, join in, participate in our community, that they're gonna be able to learn from your experience of starting from completely scratch, right? Right.
And it's possible to do it.
Yeah. So, and this is what I have prepared for us today. I do have some notes here on my left side of the screen, and we're going to go through 3 things that an online coach should have, right? Mm-hmm. And usually they are not doing these 3 things. There are 3 mistakes that people are doing trying to become online coaches. And for me, it's going to be awesome to go with you through this framework that I have prepared for us, because you're going to be able to ask me questions, and I'm going to be able to see what's the things that you don't understand, and potentially many other people don't understand as well. And it's going to be very beneficial and helpful to them.
Yes. And if they're afraid to ask the questions, I'm going to ask them.
Yeah. And to be honest, right now, I'm not going to share my screen so everyone could see that text. The text is down below in the description of this live class right now. I just want to be face to face with you and have a conversation about these kind of things. So we are not overwhelmed with sharing screen. And so 3 things, right? I'm going to explain them right now. And the first thing, guess what it is, right? It's that people don't have a clear message, they don't have an offer, and they are unable to deliver certain outcomes, certain major outcomes, certain larger transformation in other person's life, right? So you see it's positioning, right? So having a message, value, and an offer, right? An offer that actually works in a way, I mean, or at least an idea of an offer that would work. You can still improve it, right? But that's the first thing that not many have properly set up.
Yes, I didn't have a clear message that was concise in 1 or 2 sentences.
And what does this idea mean to you? What is clear message, right? I mean, it's not, the point is not that a message is clear. In which way it should be clear?
How I'm going to help them. What their challenge is, and how I'm going to help them.
And what you're going to help them to achieve, right?
Yes.
So you see, that's the point, right? If you know just 3 things, and the first one is
What they're
knowing
going to achieve.
exactly that kind of outcome. And in your cases, they're gonna achieve being discover their genius, their highest potential, be their
Yes.
true self. You're gonna be your true self, right?
Yes, live their truth, be their true self.
Live your true fulfillment, happiness, joy, empowerment, right? Your alignment with your purpose, soul, passion, all of that's, for example, in your case, the outcome, the genius, right? So you see, if we know your outcome, the problem is that there is something stopping these people, and that's the second part of the clear message.
The challenge.
The
Their
challenge, the frustrations, the questions that people have, the knowledge they need to know, so this works for them, right? So they are able to sustain being happy, fulfilled, empowered.
Right.
So if these are 2 things, and the third one is how can they overcome those challenges so they can then have their outcome.
Is it how the coach is going to help them, or how they're actually going to do it?
Both.
Okay.
Right. The point is that how do they get there? Right.
Right.
How do they overcome them, with a coach or without a coach? Or how does that system within them work so they are able to sustain being empowered, right? How do they manage them? So all of this, it's called how.
So what is your message? What can you tell me what your 3 things are?
In my case, as my business?
Yes. Your clear message.
Yeah, it's easy, right? I do even have a short statement, which is become a highly paid online coach with sold out courses, right? But this is like an outcome, right? This is just so for example, my outcome that I helped another person to achieve is, I know that they are a coach, an online entrepreneur, or becoming an online coach, and I help them to build a full-time online coaching practice business, right?
Right.
That's the outcome. Working with me, for example, you're gonna become this, right? So what's the second thing? What are the challenges that people have that prevent them to become a full-time online coach, right?
Right.
Then I need to answer these questions, right? And today we are talking about 3 challenges, for example, right? Not having an offer. Then later we're going to talk about online presence, content creation, client attraction. And the third thing is execution and client conversion, whatever, right? So imagine, I know that these 3 things are the challenges that people have. These are, there is so many more challenges. There is like 20, 30, 40 of challenges that people have with achieving something, questions, all of that crap. But I answer on all of those questions and problems in my course, in my how-to, right?
Right.
And my how-to is, right, have an offer, be present online, right? Through content creation, you're going to attract more clients, potential clients. And the third thing is sales conversion, how to enroll those clients to work with them, right? That's it goes more in depth, but that's my answer to you, right?
Right.
If I'm clear about this, you're going to know, and you need to be like, I wanted to be that.
Right. The thing I wanted was that it was going to be easy, because social media was so big. I just didn't even want to try. I thought I was too old and I would never be able to get it. And so many coaches are just, they're not even trying. And when I met you, I knew that it was doable.
True. And it's actually not easy. It's relative, right?
Right. If it was easy, I could have figured it out myself. But what I mean is, you are the bridge to
totally doing. And it's kind of easy, right? If I always, it's called the homework, right, that someone needs to do on their own, right? last time when we met, for example, we talked about your offer. No, not even, we have not talked about, we talked about
the message,
your expertise, your skills, your gifts, your value, the past story, or those are the things that we talked about at first. And then we were like, okay, what's my outcome? So anyway, I'm not going to go there, right? But you see, we did this thing first, the second thing then, and then you expanded your outcome into how to in the curriculum, I mean, which we're going to even overview later privately, right? And so on. And then the next thing, social media channels optimization, the website, right? And then the next thing that we already practice in our daily group, content creation, engagement with people, DM conversations is already the next one, and then sales calls. You see these steps, right? Correctly. So you adapt and you learn, right? Then it can be hard, right? Because you don't have. Anyways, I didn't really want to go into talking about my structure, but you asked me, right?
yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So you see that's this. We are not done with the first thing yet, because the first thing is an offer, right? But clear message of how to achieve a certain major outcome, and there are tools that we use so you can get clearer on this, but it's too much for today's call. Secondly, I have it written down for you having an offer, right? Is a structured solution.
Yes, a structure.
I think it's handy to have a framework that, for example, I do have myself, right? And not just, okay, I'm going to talk with you. I mean, it's in your head, it should be written. Why do you think there should be a structured how-to solution?
Well, to keep me focused on how we're going to do it step by step.
Yes. And do you know what makes a true expert? There is a statement that I'm going to share, right?
I can't wait to hear it.
A true expert, a person who knows the things in and out, that person knows how to convey or describe their how-to simply.
Yeah.
Right? So I cannot accept when certain experts and coaches say to me, I work with a client one-on-one and I sit with them, and then we just have these kind of sessions and I do things just like this, work with, and, but there is no certain structure, bigger plan, step, I don't know, right? So my point is, right, that, I mean, because you are going through this yourself, for example, right?
I am, and it's hard. It's been hard for me
to structure things in a way, right?
Structure it because I had never done it before. Put it down on paper in a structured way, step by step. This is how it evolves. But when I look back and I did the homework, I could see that, oh, there is a pattern of how I work with people.
You see? And you needed to allow yourself, right, to actually see that pattern and recognize.
Yes.
And it's going to be easier for you or for anyone else if you have a structure, because you can lean on it thereafter, right? You go on a call with a client, you know that you have completed the first part of it, right? Okay, you know their goals, you know what they want, you clarified that's the first step, for example, right?
Right.
And then whatever next it is, and I'm just fluffing right now, but if you have a structure, in my case, I can lean on it. I structure, right? A benefit of having a structure is that then later you can work with groups, right? And take a group of people through this transformational structure and work with 20 instead of just one. You make bigger impact.
Right.
Yeah, go on.
The first thing in my business is for them to identify their struggles and what areas the struggles are in.
Definitely. I mean, that's something that needs to be recognized before. And even you already as an expert, because they have anyways, because those are your ideal clients, right?
Right.
But then you just need to then qualify the people to suit this same frame, whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now, but the point is, like, if you are a true expert, if you know your ideal client, you already know what's that they're gonna struggle with, right? In a way, an overall picture, right?
Yes. And honestly, it was deciding that I'm going to be coaching more than doing therapy, because there's a difference between therapists and coaches. So I had to make that distinction and be really clear about which hat I'm wearing.
Yes, and you can use your therapy skills undercover anyways, right?
Well, they're part of me, so yeah.
Of course.
Right.
But you needed to allow yourself, right, to see the full picture. So let me tell you this, okay? If you know the outcome, right, that you'd help someone to get, and you know the structured solution, how, right? Which is course, curriculum, whatever. I don't want to go that way, and how to create a structured solution. Today we're calling the full picture. Then what someone needs to have an offer is a container, a higher valued coaching package, or a container through which that you're going to work with that client.
Right. And that's a clear benefit to them, to have the structure and to have the cost package, as opposed to an ongoing therapy for the rest of your life, actually, with no container. So this has a container, and it's safety. It's comfort having a container.
It is. I mean, even the container, right, can be then person can continue and grow more, right? But the goal of this container, which usually is overall, it's a 3-month collaboration with a client, because that's sometimes that you actually should work with person one-on-one, right? Because yes, life requires some time for that person to transform anyway, and they need to talk.
It is similar to what you do, because once the coach works with you, the next level, and technology and social media keeps expanding and expanding, so they could work with me ongoing and keep going higher and higher. And just like working with you, there's always more to learn.
In my case, you are recognizing what is my progression value anyway, right? Like from free to mini membership, bigger membership, one-on-one, or I have some stuff coming in between, whatever, right? But I do have containers, right? These two should be able to work with a client one-on-one, and I mean, at first, right? Because working with a client one-on-one through this package, which consists of how many sessions, maybe DM email support, right? Maybe extra private Facebook group community with all of your clients, right? And worksheets, whatever, those things, that's a coaching container, right? And price point, you should be able to charge $2,000 or $3,000 or more for a one-on-one work.
Right. And I'm going to offer audio meditations too.
Put it in there so they can listen to you while you're not one-on-one working with them, right?
Right. Yes, the more structure, the more change happens.
Yeah, and the easier for you it is to work with a client, because you don't need to think what's next, because you already planned it before.
Correct. I love it.
That's what I struggled with, right? I was scared to go on a call with a client because I didn't know which way we're going to go and what's next, and I didn't know what I need to have prepared. And I was like, man, I'm scared what she or he going to say. I'm not ready, right? But with time, I developed the structure. I knew, okay, we did this now, this is next, and it's already written there out. We just need to do it.
Well, and I think the challenge for an expert is being able to quantify that and put it into a structure. And that my ego was kind of in the way. Like I'm too much of an expert to put it into a structure. Only I know how to do this. And so, but I was hiding behind that.
Yes, but also you needed to recognize the benefits that come with this idea, right?
Yes.
Because before I didn't share with you what's another benefit of having structure, right? And it's a really good benefit. So if first is, okay, work with a one-on-one client, then with a group of clients live. But imagine you go on a level where you can sell your courses passively, which means that you can record a video mini course, which you can sell for $300, and you can sell it to everyone from your social media.
help more people too.
Yes, right. So that's another, and there is more benefits. And from your structure, all of the content pieces as well come out anyways as well.
Mhm.
And this is the way which we're going. Do you have any questions about this first thing that people don't have, having an offer, clear message, structure, course?
Yes, having an offer and a clear message, and for me, knowing what their struggles are.
Right. So what would be the challenge for you to put one together if you would not work with me?
I was all over the place, and
Right.
I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to break it down. Because I'm the I just thought I had to figure it out myself.
I understand. And of course, and even before, you would be able to charge how much, right? For one client to begin, how much for a session, right? Roughly.
$250 per session.
For example, right? But imagine you can sell them a package of 10, 12 sessions, right? They give you so much more energy and value up front, right?
Yes, and when they invest at that level, they're all in and they do the work.
For a longer period of time, for
Yes.
3 months. They know I am on this experience journey with Julie. I know that I'm going to have her for 3 months, right?
Right. And it's important it was important for me as a coach to invest at that level myself with a coach, so that I knew what the outcome would be if I invest that much in myself and that type of commitment in myself. Now I know how beneficial it is for a client to do that.
And you show up to justify your investment, right? I know I need to do the work, otherwise I lost the cash.
That's right.
And you can just pray that that coach is that good, or so that they hold you accountable to your plan and to as well. So you both together, right, win the game, right?
Right.
I mean, it's not about praying that the coach is good, but things need to align, right? So you can actually move forward, right?
Right. It's important to find the right coach.
Yeah, because that's not easy. It's not that easy. For example, for me, even to find a great life coach or some person, right? They need to understand you on your best on that level, right? And yeah, I don't want to go that journey yet away right now, but that can be talked about next time, because I couldn't find a guide for myself, for example, for some time. But now we're here as a community. We help each other a lot, so we are very close to it. This topic for next time, right? So anyways,
yes, definitely.
Yeah. People don't have an offer for which they can charge higher price or even a smaller price amount. They don't have that structure. That's the first mistake that someone doesn't have, being clear on their message. And it's not even about being 100% clear on it at the beginning. It's good if a coach can help you or someone can help you to at least feel it, that you are in it, right? You're going to improve your message, your offer, your course curriculum, working with clients and speaking with people anyway. You're going to improve it. You're going to get that traction 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, and you're going to change. You're going to become better. And yeah. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about creating an offer, course curriculum, getting clear on that, comment below so I can look at it later and I can see where everyone, all of you is, right? Now, Julie, imagine now you have an offer. You're clear on your message, you have the method, you have the price point, you can charge $3,000 to a client. Now, the question is, how do you get one or more of them, clients, via social?
Well, you know how I did it in the past.
How? Yeah, tell me how did it work in the past, right? I mean, I understand what you're probably going to say, but
I met people in the grocery store, on the airplane. I was carrying a big red box. They said, "Oh, let me help you with that box." And they said, and we started talking, and they saw how alive and passionate I was about coaching. And they said, "Oh, do you take clients?" And that was easy.
Yes. So you see, it was word of mouth and networking, I would say, right? And so on, right?
Right. And then there was COVID. So
and then it all shut
we
down.
were all at home.
Of course, and this allowed us actually to move online. I mean,
That's right.
it gave us
I was working online already, and I would get clients get inquiries through Psychology Today, where I had an ad. But
yes,
in order to grow my business, and help more people, I knew that I needed to learn more about social media.
yeah. I mean, it's an awesome opportunity. I mean, locally you can do a lot. There are so many that are growing their businesses locally, and there are methods how to do that as well. And even local business owners or coaches who have a salon or that boutique or office where they meet, right? Even they can leverage social media within their local city, right? All of those people can become their leads and can find them faster via social media. But that's not my point right now, right? So the difference between doing it before and now is, for example, I mean, network. No, I mean, in the old times, were you able to go to certain kind of communities where people talked about self-development? Were you able to go into those kind of communities where people seeked help, or what kind of?
There are local churches that, in order to help the most people and get your message across it and be more effective, social media is the way to do it.
Yeah, it's faster. Otherwise, you need to locally yourself. But yeah, so there are so many benefits of doing things online as a coach, right?
Yes, and we did have a family business, and so everybody who was happy, who were our students, would go and talk to other people in the community.
Yes.
But it was the old days.
Yes, I mean, for me, the benefits of being an online coach are, right, that I don't really need to go places or so. I can be here in one place and just talk to so many people in so much faster and more convenient, right?
Right. And Los Angeles has a lot of traffic, 2 hours to get someplace.
Those options. The plan of what we want to talk about is how do you actually utilize the online social world, internet, social media, right? So you can get the first few clients or more, right?
Right. So the 3 mistakes are not having a structure. And what's the second one?
Yeah, the first one is that not having an offer, not having a structure to work through, not having the second one, this is the mistake now.
Okay.
The second mistake is you are not present online correctly and you don't know how to leverage saying your message, right? So the sale is the third thing can happen, right? So that's the second mistake or second thing that people don't know how to do, right? Or they do it wrong, how to be present online. And the first thing that I wrote down is exactly that. Online presence, social media profiles need to be professionally in a way polished so they communicate your message. That's the first element of being present online, right? Mm-hmm. You should have a photo, right? You cannot just have a cat and whatever, right? And in your bio, something needs to be written about your outcome, that you're a coach expert. It's got to go that way, right?
Right.
And your bio or your about descriptions or so, they should have certain link, a call to action link, right? Mm-hmm. That people can visit on their own. They can book a call with you. They can visit your website. Something like that needs to be there as well. That means be present, have social channels polished, right?
Right. And that was impossible for me to, it is impossible for me to do all this and figure it out when I had no frame of reference for it.
Yes. You just don't know what needs to be in place and how to put it in whatever, right? So that's why I'm going to even help you with building a website, right? And email marketing, landing pages, those kind of things, right? It's technology, right? But it's not all that important in a way. It's progression step by step. What's the most important at the beginning? But so having Instagram, Facebook profile, LinkedIn profile, and have them polished, right? And have written there, I am a coach, expert who helps you do this, right? and not be hiding behind your, for example, Facebook or any other profile, and oh, there are my friends, just my family and friends. I don't want to put my message there because I'm shy. What are my family friends going to think about it, right? This needs to be overcome, right? So anyways, the point is, okay, that's the first step, but it's not enough. Just having a website and social channels that kind of have that message is not enough. It's not going to do the work. What's going to do the work for you is content creation. What is
the definition of content creation?
And that's why I was going to ask you right now, what do you think it is, right? I do have an idea, but you go on.
I know you know the answer.
I do have it. It's already here. I'm already speaking the words in my mind right now.
For me, it's important, inspirational things that make me an expert that I write about.
Yes.
Provide people the opportunity to want more.
Yes. Almost. It's
okay.
It's not perfect,
okay.
but yes, in a way. I mean, we could go deeper and adjust your thing, what you said, right? But you said it kind of right.
What's your definition
Content
of it?
creation is communicating your message through written or video recorded form of speaking, right? Online, publicly to everyone.
Oh, that's a little different than what I said. I can use the information that I said, but that's what it is.
It's because I wouldn't even need the social media content. I could speak to you one-on-one, right? And tell you about my message. But if I create content pieces on social media, videos, go live, written, article, whatever, right? And publish those there, I am communicating my message to people that read it, that digest it, right? And that is what happens next. I'm going to talk with you about, right? So you see, that's content creation, communicating through text, video formats to masses. And they can even passively digest that content later on, and the content can work for you on social media, right? You have longer term YouTube, website, SEO, art, whatever, that's complicated words for you right now. And because on those platforms, your content will live forever. It's going to be searchable.
I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that eventually.
Right. And this is where I talk about content formats thereafter, right? And there are long form, whatever. I don't want to go that way, but you see, that's the point of content creation. You telling everyone on social media who you are, what you do, how you do it, what can they, all of those things that we discussed before.
So already you have quantified the mess in my head of, I don't know, understand this, and you have put a structure to what this is all about.
So you understand, why would I even create content for social media? Why would I create it, right? Why?
Yes.
Why would you create it? Yes, because you want to speak to everyone and tell them that you can help them. That's why, right? I mean, that touches those 2 or 3 points that you mentioned, right? That people could then hire you or whatsoever, right? But just really quickly, what I usually say is, through your content that you publish, right, you're gonna shift people's beliefs, right? They're gonna achieve epiphanies, right? You're gonna speak to them about solutions. And if you help them with content creation, publishing, help them for free or whatsoever, putting it all out there, like you said, they're going to desire to have more of you, to advance faster, right?
Yes. Okay. Now I understand. Seriously, this is great.
Yeah. So that's the second element that needs to happen. First element, we're talking about the marketing part, right? So the marketing part is broken into 3 pieces, right? Being present online, right? That's what we discussed. Secondly, content creation through which you speak your value out, right? And now, here is the key. What's your content going to do for you is it's going to drive what? It's going to drive social engagement and conversations Those people who gonna resonate. So we didn't even talk today about how to create content pieces. That's another big topic, right? And
so you have a lot of structure in each piece of structure.
yes, I go
So
deeper.
so we're working on the 3 mistakes: not having structure, not having a presence online, and the third thing.
The third
is-
one is execution or sales conversion, right? If you
Okay, we didn't get to that yet.
yes.
So we're still in the number 2. Okay,
And to be honest,
yes.
each of these 3 goes even in another 3 or 4, especially content creation, you know. I mean, but not right now, Julie, not right now, right? We didn't.
Right, okay.
Not
This
right
is
now.
great. This is great.
Where is my book? In my book and in my programs, right? It goes.
Right. We're still on the beginner level.
We are on the full picture, right? Yeah. Because how to then create content pieces that we just talked about, that's another course.
I love that part. Yes.
And to be honest, if anyone wants material, there are 2 videos through which I teach content creation and building an online presence. You can access them by visiting yourpremiumlife.com. There is a website link. I think you guys can see it on the screen, of course. And on that website, you can click the first button, which is going to take you to study 2 video materials from me, where I teach you all of this that we are talking about for free in 20-minute videos, 2 20-minute videos. I don't want to go that way right now, but if anyone wants to study and take the next steps toward even becoming part of our daily group that we have, just go with a flow and follow that link. So we said content creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is gonna drive social engagement, right? People are gonna be seeing your content pieces on social media or a website, and they're gonna comment, they're gonna engage, they're gonna take that next step action that the content pieces that you write is gonna say to them to take. Those next steps, right? So they will engage, they will participate, right? They will ask you questions, they will do whatever you're gonna tell them to do through your content pieces, right? You're gonna be moving people through what you create, right? And then the goal is that you get them off the social media now. That you get them either, there is progression here as well, but let's go basics first. Get them into a private DM conversation, right, from your content pieces. We do this in a few ways, which you are becoming familiar, Julia, as well now, right? How people comment. But let me ask you, how do you think you get people from your content further? How do you do that?
On the landing page.
Almost, yes.
What's it called?
Like on which
No,
language?
this is just like me learning another foreign language,
Right.
all these terms. So if anybody's listening doesn't understand all the terms, it's totally doable. You just learn one thing at a time.
For sure, for sure.
An offer, it's
An opt-in page, you mean, right?
Give me the answer.
And I don't understand which button do you think, like what was your point?
Well,
Call to action button, link?
yes, that.
Call to action link.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the options.
What was the question?
The question was, how do you get people to take action through your content that you create, right?
Right.
How do you tell them what to do next? And there are a few ways, right? Like you said, okay, you can say to them, go to my bio link, to my call to action link, and
Right.
book a free consultation there. That's one option, right?
Mhm.
Second option is comment below in DMs if you would like to receive this, whatever I created for you, right?
Right.
They would comment, and then you would get back to them in DMs. The third thing is, you can say to them in your content, DM me the word fitness if you want to learn how can I help you lose weight, right? So the point, you see, that's like the third thing, get them into the DM conversation, right?
Right.
And there is more, like you can send them to a website sales page where they can enroll into your program or apply or whatever. These are all call to action options, but we practice the basic one to somehow. Messenger is Instagram DMs, it's LinkedIn, whatever, or even email, right? If you send people emails out to you, they can reply back to you and you continue the email conversation, right? And that's that third thing. Basically, this is where the sales process begins, because through DM conversation, you can then qualify them, you can ask them a few questions, and you invite them for a call, and then you have a call with them, right?
Right. And if the content pieces are good, the person who responds to the DM is already interested because they're interested in the content.
Totally, yes. And then they can hire you on a call or whatsoever if they want to solve the problems, the challenges that they have. If you do know how to do all of these steps correctly, right?
Right.
So you see, now we just concluded this second marketing part, right? Being present online, creating content pieces so people can engage and can take action. And thirdly, right, having those kind of conversations with them manually. All of this can be done manually and can speed up your process of getting the first clients if you want to master how to do things on your own, right? Without just waiting for your website to maybe get you some people book calls.
Right.
Okay, so that was the second thing. Now, Julie, just 1 second, because I only have 7 more minutes left right now.
Okay.
Because I have another call after this live class.
Okay.
And I think me and you're going to speak thereafter as well for our session, right?
Okay. So what's the third thing?
That's what we're going to cover right now. So everyone's got the right expectations. I got only 7 minutes. Then I need to bounce off. And the first thing was having an offer. Second thing was being present online and be able to make people move their ass, right? Take that next step. And the third thing is, in my case right now, people don't do the work. Even if they have an offer, if they would kind of know how to participate online and create content pieces, this is where they fail. They don't do the work.
Right.
Because first of all, they don't know how to, which is how does the content creation, social media attraction work and that conversion, whatever. Right? So, and then doing it consistently is the biggest challenge, right? So that's the third thing, doing the work.
Right. That's why the group you created is so great. I had to add that even though we're short on time.
Yes.
That's why people don't do it, because they try to do it at home and they don't have a group to do it with.
Because imagine that you have a daily group of people who are meeting daily for 1 hour and we do the work together. You will not have excuses to not show up for that 1 hour daily meeting where we do the few things together.
That's right.
We publish, overview our content pieces. We engage. We know how to learn how to engage, and we know how with people. That means that, right, we make friends with potential, all these kind of things, right? And we message those people who commented under content pieces, right? And whatever, we know how to book calls. That's the 3 things that we do daily. I'm not going to go into that because we don't have that much time. If anyone wants to know more about the daily execution group that we have, it's yourpremiumlife.com. The link is here on screen or so. And you can visit that and then just follow through the buttons there, right? So to wrap this up, I wrote down here 3 things about the execution part, right? And the first thing about why people don't do the work is our work kind of every day. And in 1 hour a day, you should publish 1 content piece, or every second day or whatsoever, right? You should network and engage with people, reply to comments, reply to notifications, reach out to some people, connect with, make more friends in this niche, in some groups. That's the second thing, right? Mm-hmm. And the third thing is, reply to some people in DMs, right? Invite them for a call. That's the third thing of the 1 hour work that you should be doing daily. So knowing what to do in 1 hour a day is the first thing. And then optimizing your daily routine so you have some space to actually do this work is the second thing, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why our daily execution group is cool, because we meet every day, same time, and you gotta be there, right? If you're part of it.
Right.
So this is optimizing your daily routine. I cannot go in depth of those things right now because I only have 3 more minutes or so. But then the third thing is building consistency, building a habit of consistency, right? Doing
Yep.
this 1 hour of work every day, right? Do it
Right.
every day as part of your lifestyle, as part of your business. You are running a business here. 1 hour or 2 or 3 hours a day to run a business are not a lot, right?
That's right.
Because from those you're gonna generate 1 client per week or whatever. So anyways, I wanna open this up for any of your questions right now, but let me just see if there is anything else to cover. Just I wrote down in the description, I wrote that our group is running at 10 a.m. Eastern and so on. If you would like to apply for the group or get more details about it, comment below support group. I'm gonna see also your comment, and I'm gonna message you out there and provide you with more info about our daily group, right? Or visit yourpremiumlife.com. That's all that I wanted to share from me. Any final words, Julie? I just needed to wrap it up because I have only 2
I
more.
love it. I love it. It all comes down to structure and support. And it's great.
And knowing how to do things and doing them, right?
That's right.
And yeah, like
And having fun doing it.
having fun doing it and interacting with like-minded people. That's why, I mean, we are engaging here a lot, and that's why we're running our daily group, because we do the work together. We accommodate, help each other, we support each other, we stick together. There is just a special energy that we have created that people can attend to. It's an environment that you can step into.
Yes, and things begin to move fast when you combine your energy with others.
They do move much faster than just being on your own alone.
Right.
If you are on your own, you are even unable to attach yourself to that progressive energy. You are just stuck. But if you are in a community and you are able to even speak there or engage and the way that we do, you don't have any other option to just accept it and go faster, because you know. Yes, so hopefully everyone benefited from this a lot. See you then all tomorrow, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern, daily live show. It's in our private Facebook group and also on YouTube and on other channels. So we just want to be there, right, Julie? Any words?
Yes, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everyone. See ya then. Bye.